Hello, beautiful souls. It's your girl Gemini, and I'm here to do a reading for the collective. It is timeless, so whenever you see it, it is most likely meant for you. Before we get started, I want to take a few more deep breaths, but instead of off camera with you guys. So it's pretty much a square breath. So we're gonna breathe in 4, hold 4, breathe out 4, hold 4, maybe like 2 or 3 times. I was counting a little fast there. My apologies. It was kind of a little bit unbalanced. So there might be just some things that need to be balanced out in life. But just take what resonates. Not every single thing that I say will probably resonate, since it's going to be for a whole, not just like specific people. But let's just see how the reading goes, you know. So I have been seeing these in my mind, so I felt the need to use these. I shuffled a bit off camera because the last time I used the cards, they were still just out on the table. Ooh. I'm sorry if the fan is distracting. It's hot, guys. My hold Okay. I don't think I've ever shuffled this bad in my life. They're just everywhere. Like what? Let's try that again. Jesus. Alright, it's like they're being real stubborn. I was not having this problem off camera. Okay. I feel like I keep saying the Knight of Wands. Not Knight of Wands, but King of Wands. And then we have the Knight of Coins at the bottom of the deck. Keeping that in mind. I think that's shuffled good enough. So, what does the collective need clarification on? First word that came to mind was trust, belief, spirituality or spiritual. Maybe they said spirit, but I think it was spiritual. Okay. So maybe it's something. Maybe you're having a hard time trusting in spirituality, especially if you're new to the journey. For some people, it's helpful to also believe in a higher being, and yeah, no, When I say yeah, no, I typically don't know. So let's dive a little deeper into this. So clarification. Maybe let's start with what kind of person you are. And we'll start right here. What kind of person is the collective, or what kind of energy are they giving off? Spirit guides. Just want to fly everywhere. All right. What energy is the collective in? Does any cards want to come out? Should I ask a different question? I just keep hearing, I don't know. Okay. What are you guys here for? What are you guys wanting clarity on? Finally something clipped out. Okay. Big changes are coming. Timing says about 6 months. I'll show you guys the card. Find your inner truth. Catalyst for change, transformation, cosmic triggers, beginnings. Okay. Big changes. Okay. What stuck out to me was finding your inner truth. So that might be the journey that you're on. Anything else? When it comes to this solar eclipse energy, big changes, big changes. Can we get clarity on the big changes or what the collective might be anticipating? Death. Okay, that's not bad if you're new to tarot readings. It's death in reverse, which is internal change. Let me show you the card. I'll put that underneath there. I also like that it's like red, black, orange tones in both of those cards. So really on like the base chakras. Metamorphosis. That reminds me of like the butterfly or moth. Moths are not the same as butterflies though. I don't know if they have a cocoon or how they even come to be, if I'm being completely honest. So I might search that up since I thought about it, because the colors, even though it says metamorphosis, the colors are more so giving moth. So internal changes, potentially shadow work, or just inner growth in general. All right. I'm going to shuffle about 3-4 times to see if anything comes out for this energy alone. And then I might ask for more clarity, or this might be the clarity. Big changes though, for sure. I know it says it on the card. Okay. Oh, okay. I was gonna try to put it in the middle, but it was like, nah. Okay, I think that was 3 or 4 times. Ooh, okay. All these change cards, the Tower. And they're all similar colors. This one has purple in it though. A reckoning. Sudden changes. It can be, it depends on how you look at it. It can be for you or against you. You could potentially be starting over, and the way you handle that determines how you get out of it. Some of the things that sound pretty bad subjectively, good and bad, depending again on how you look at it, is bankruptcy and divorce, upheaval. So you might be going through a hard time at this very moment in time, but know that changes are coming, and it's more so has to do with your internal rather than your physical, if I'm making sense. Okay, I don't think I need any more clarification. What is the collective currently feeling? How does the collective feel about themselves or the situation? I feel like a lot of us are losing jobs and just kind of in a rough patch due to, if you live in the United States, just due to a lot of different changes that are external. So keep in mind that you do still have the power. I do want to preface that. It may not feel like it, especially now, but you still have the power. It's internal, it's your mindset. But how are you currently feeling? Hangman. That's a major arcana. That's a pretty good card. And even though she's upside down, this is actually upright and not in the reverse. So it says new perspective. All of these are like red tones. I love it. My favorite color is red, but that's besides the point. Aha moment, awakening. That ties into transformation. So you could be going through an awakening process, which you would have to release the old version of you, let go of things that are holding you back, weighing you down, clear and purge what no longer serves you. I don't know if that's necessarily how you feel in this moment, but you have to surrender. Okay, what'll happen after surrendering? What'll happen after letting go of what the collective may or may not have been holding on to for so long? What will happen after the collective lets go? Out of the woods, 5 of coins in reverse. Rebuild, look ahead, acceptance, turning point. Bro, the glare is insane. I have my ring light on and these are really good cards. Even though like the beginning kind of seems scary, especially when the Tower comes out and death. A lot of people are scared of death, especially if you don't have a belief system, or you're still trying to figure out what you do believe in and what is out there after life ends. But when something ends, another thing begins. I don't want to force my beliefs on anybody, but I just want to preface Just want to let you guys know that I do believe that I have a soul family, that I have a spirit family outside of this physical realm. I felt called to look at the bottom of the deck when I was like, saw it flash, and this is it. 10 of Swords. What the and that's, in some cases, like, you'll see the lady with all 10 swords in her back, but this one looks promising, if that makes sense. The words beneath say the final chapter. It's a sun in Gemini. I didn't say the rest because I'm not really familiar. I feel like this one's Mercury, Taurus, the 5 of coins. The solar eclipse one doesn't have any zodiacs. This one, Sagittarius, Aries, and Virgo. No, not Virgo. It's so sad that I don't know all. No, it's Scorpio. And then the death is also Scorpio, if you guys were wondering. Sagittarius, Aries, Scorpio. These could be some of your signs since I called them out. Hold up. That's so funny because that's not even Sagittarius, but Sagittarius is in Hangman. What? Mars and Sagittarius look similar, but not really. I'ma just shush. This just shows how much of a beginner I am, but there's no shame in that. Okay. Cool. And also Mars, I think it's ruled by Aries. I could be wrong, but typically both of those, well, it says Aries and Mars on there. Besides the point, that really symbolizes action. So the fact that it's with the Tower, it's as if there's a will, there's a way. You take the action to get out of this Tower moment. You're not going to be stuck forever, especially if you put in the work. However that may resonate. You're not stuck forever. In life in general, you're not stuck. Final chapter, dead end, breakup, divorce twice, rock bottom. Again, that's similar to the Tower. Don't tell me you're gonna go through a Tower moment twice now. That would be insane. Backstab. Look ahead. Recovery. Turning point. So from these unfortunate situations, for lack of a better word, something that's not ideal. I know that good and bad is subjective, but you know where you want to be and where you don't want to be, right? So know that there's gonna be a turning point, and that internally you have to change your perspective of how you're gonna get out of it, because previous ways don't seem to be working. Okay. Or you can continue the cycle. You have free will. Okay, enough shuffling. So, how does the collective feel? Can we get insight on that? Please, collective. Not collective, please, spirit guides, but collective, please have faith in me. Let me know down in the comments if this is resonating so far. How is the collective feeling? Whoa, I just pushed that back in there. Oh well, it might come back out. That's a lot of cards, but this, should we take 2? Okay, let's see. Ace of Swords in a reverse. How you're feeling. In need of redirection, reevaluation. Something's blocked. Could be communication, could be misinformation. I'm going off of what the words are saying, but I feel as though you just feel stuck. You feel blocked. Blocked when it comes to taking action, because the Swords cards also tend to be swift action. And sometimes it doesn't even necessarily have to be swift. It's just action in general. And then Knight of Wands. Fire and air are typically more action oriented. And then the slowest moving ones I feel is Earth. Water, still trying to figure water out. I'm not even gonna hold you. Knight of Wands. What made me laugh was the shameless flirt. But yeah, it was upright, swept off your feet. By what? Ooh. Ooh. Okay. We got travel. She's on a horse. Energetic, confident, adventurous, rebellious. Reading off the words. I saw sexy. So I asked, how are y'all feeling? So you feel a lack of something. Something's blocked. You feel a lack, but then you also give off Knight of Wands energy. Excitement, confident, energetic. Kind of clarification, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, clarification on the Knight of Wands, because that's what I'm confused about. Knight of Wands, is this the collective or is this someone else's energy? Oh, shit. Page of Coins, laying a foundation, setting goals, ambitious, faithful, works hard. So I was recording in slow-mo. Anyways, now that I have more space on my phone, we have the Page of Coins, laying a foundation. And I was like, I asked for clarification on the Knight of Wands. So I guess you're already in this energy, or you're laying the foundation to be in this kind of free-spirited, confident energy. So I feel like these are both you. Confident, ambitious, but you just feel stuck, man. Okay. You be setting them goals, like, you may know what you want out of life, or you're in the process of getting to know. You're in the process of setting those goals and being like, yeah, this is what I want out of life. So maybe you're just having a lot of different discoveries. I don't want to say like all at once, but like within the past 6 months, since in about 6 months, I said another for a reason though, so another big change. So say that the big change that you're going through right now is an uphill battle, is something that had to end for you to start a new beginning. And you're in the process, changing your mindset, trying to get back into your groove, man. Like, okay, now could we please clarify the Ace of Swords energy, please, spirits? Split the deck, okay. Kind of want to move this. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. So the whole deck fell on the ground. What does that symbolize? You're a mess. That might have just been a projection, honestly. But you might feel a mess. You might just feel like everything's unorganized, that you're just scrambling, everything's falling apart. But again, know that you're not going to be stuck in that energy forever. Get in the deck. Get in the deck. Oh my God. I swear I've never had such difficulty trying to like shuffle. Like, jeez. All right, clarification on the Ace of Swords, please. A lack of ideas, something that's blocked. Something that's blocked that may or may not be preventing them from living at their full potential. Again, lack of balance. I said something about being in balance at the beginning of the reading. So what is causing this Ace of Swords in the collective's energy? Please, spirits. Boy, okay. Okay. A lot of cards fell out, like 3. I don't know if all of that is supposed to clarify the Ace of Swords. Lack of ideas. So the card at the top is the High Priestess. That was, I asked for clarification on the lack. The feeling is that you lack something. Something's blocked. You need to reevaluate. And then what comes out is subconscious mind. I might put all these back because it's literally 3 different cards. Sacred wisdom, inner knowing, deep dive, higher self, intuition. So you already know what's blocking you, what you need to reevaluate. Next is summer solstice, pinnacle of success, a few weeks. That's the timing. Let go of control, celebrate life, have fun in summer. It feels like summer. Interesting. Subconscious mind, pinnacle of success, unhealthy attachment. Is this a love reading, guys? Have y'all tricked me into doing a love reading? Anyways, so it's in reverse. It says unhealthy attachment. It's 2 of Cups. I see clingy. It's kind of codependency. It's kind of hard for me to read backwards. I'm probably gonna have to like mirror the video, but that's interesting. Okay, let me evaluate that because I feel like it came out for a reason. I was like, I want to put, if it was like 4 or more cards, I probably would have put them back, but this kind of, it's saying something and I need to decipher. Okay, I have a feeling this may not be your energy. Could be wrong. But it's giving another person, especially because there's 2 people in this card. Have fun is like really speaking to me. And your higher self, inner knowing, divine feminine, and that can be for men, women, any non-binary, anybody in between. Just because it says like feminine or masculine, that doesn't mean it means boy or girl. Like, we all have a mixture of these energies in us, and gender is fluid. At least 2 people just clicked off. Anyways, I'm kidding. But at the same time, I'm not. So the moon in Scorpio, High Priestess, blocked communication. Okay, rescuing, enabling, those stick out to me. Seeking approval. A few weeks. Bro, you could honestly be out of the rut that you're in depending on what it is. For some, it might be financial. For some, it might be a connection that no longer serves them. Again, take it how it resonates. Letting go of what you used to value. That could be significant. Not to sprinkle my own beliefs in, but spiritual is over material. It just is. But again, it's my opinion. It's my opinion, guys. So maybe you're coming to the conclusion that what you used to value, what you used to put on the highest priority list, is actually, you might need to reevaluate. Like, what should I put first? First and foremost, yourself. Just putting that out there, yourself. If you're not happy, you need to figure out why. And have some damn fun, shit. Let go of control, because you literally cannot control what's external. And the internal change is your perspective on that. I kind of want to clarify the High Priestess card, because again, I felt like that might not have been your energy. Is the High Priestess the collective's energy? And the roles could be reversed, honestly. If not, could I get clarification? Just clarification, spirits, on the High Priestess card. Oh gosh, that's 3 cards again. I can't. That's 3 cards again, guys. I need 1 or 2 for the High Priestess, please. Okay. This is cute. The High Priestess energy is balance, generosity. It says giving and receiving. 6 of coins. And in the reverse, it's one-sided. So since it's upright, equal give and take, that represents the High Priestess. Let's talk about this 2 of Cups. Like, I get the summer solstice. That's pretty self-explanatory, bro. Let go and live your life. Let go of control. Have fun. Let go of what? Other than control. Let go of what else? What do you consider success? Ask yourself that. Because the card is Pinnacle of Success, Summer Solstice. So what is your definition of success? And do you see that perspective changing in order for you to truly be happy? 2 of Cups. In reverse. I need to slow down. You could also need to slow down. 2 of Cups in reverse. An unhealthy attachment. To what? It could be a person. It could be something material, physical. Could I get clarification of what this is? The unhealthy attachment. It's giving a person, but it might not be a person for all of you. Clarification. Bro, I can't make this shit up. 4 of Coins. And if you couldn't see it, it says, an uncluttered life. Less is more. What really got me was release materialism. Some of y'all need to let go of the value of money and start learning the value of love and life. No, real shit though. It's in reverse as well. So reevaluating priorities, release materialism. So you might have an unhealthy attachment to the material things, and like kind of where you see yourself after achieving that, then what? Again, what is your idea of success? And once you get it, do you think you'll want more? Do you think you'll be satisfied? I feel like I got the clarification I need on that, spirits. Thank you. Now back to these two. Knight of Wands, Page of Coins. I just need a yes or no. If it's upright, it's a yes. If it's reverse, it's a no. Is the Knight of Wands and the Page of Coins the same person, the same energy, same person, same soul? I'll just do this one. No, it's in reverse, so that's a no. Ooh. Boring, complacent, but I just needed that for clarification if it was a yes or no. Okay, so who's the Knight of Wands? Is the Knight of Wands the collective? If so, could we get some clarification? Boy, okay, this one slid out kind of interesting. The same card came out. Leave me alone. Anyways, okay, so I guess this clarifies that. Over and over, all work, no play. The only words that I read was boring and complacent. But yeah, this is also this. So whoever this charming rebel is also the same person that's complacent, doing the same thing over and over again. All work, no play. You need to go have fun. This is what you really want to do, is get on that horse and just go somewhere, but you over here complacent, stuck. Why is that? Why is that? Okay, so that's, since the Knight of Wands and the Page of Coins are not the same energy, can we please get clarification on, not if it's the same person, but either how did they get there, or clarification of who this is in their energy? Page of Coins. Who is this, spirits? Page of Swords. Page of Coins and Page of Swords. They're both upright. Thirst for knowledge. Yeah, that makes sense. Study of magic. I just saw that. Great perspective. No, great prospects. Grounded. Okay, so if that's not your energy, maybe you're lacking being grounded. Curiosity, quick-witted, guarded, education, fairness. Right, so there's fire and earth on this side, and then there's earth and air on this side. But the fact that this earth card is in reverse, that is very much so not giving grounded. It's not giving balance, babes. You gotta balance your work and play, because right now there's no play. I'm still kind of confused who this page is, though. Someone who's curious, communicative, but also guarded. Right, we're back for a third time. And I was gonna start the recording before I showered and washed my hair, but then I was like, no, I need to prioritize myself first and take care of myself. And then when I ran out of storage again, I ended up just like taking a pause, deleting some stuff, and eating again, making sure that I'm good before I get back and cater to you guys. Like, literally, you have to prioritize yourself first. Otherwise, you're gonna be imbalanced. You're gonna run out of energy. Okay. But, so these 3 cards. Spirit, I'm back. Lo siento for the wait. Literally, though. Get back centered. We're Gucci. We're good. I would like to figure out if the Page of Coins, the Page of Swords, and the Temperance in reverse, if that is related to the unhealthy attachment or the High Priestess in any way. It says strength in reverse, lack of confidence. I would say a no. If it's in reverse, I would say a no. Okay, so, and lack of confidence might be significant as well. So there's you, the overworking stallion, and then there's this High Priestess, but also an unhealthy attachment. I feel like codependency, enabling, or clingy is significant. And then we have another energy that's imbalanced, impatient. Okay, is the Temperance in reverse and the Page of Coins and Page of Swords the same energy? If it's reverse, it's a no. If it's another reverse, the Lovers in reverse, which also might be symbolic, trust issues, again, imbalance. It's giving third party. I can't even hold you. It's really giving third party. But if the Temperance in reverse is not with the Page of Coins and Page of Swords, could we get some clarity on that, or nah? Or not? Like, because when it came out, I was like, that does not match these 2 page energies. So I'm a little confused. Let's try to close this out if we can, Spirit. Not just because I'm running out of storage, but I feel like we got pretty much the gist, other than this major arcana coming out all of a sudden. Okay, so can we get clarity on the Temperance in reverse? Because I feel like those 2 cards, the 2 pages, that's one person. So can we get clarity on the Temperance in reverse? Deep emotional pain. We have grief, heartbreak, misunderstanding. 3 of Swords. Yeah, that's definitely heartbreak. And that is under Temperance. Excessive, impatient, imbalanced. It's not balanced. Like, is the connection not balanced, or is this person not balanced? Take it how you resonate, how it resonates. Any more clarification on the Knight of Wands, 8 of Coins? This is your energy. Or if it's in reverse, this is your person's energy, and you might be the Page of Coins and the Page of Swords, or you might be the Temperance and the 3 of Swords. The Temperance is in reverse. Hey, it fell sideways, but I'm a look what comes out again. So it's significant. I am trying to get an understanding as to why there's 3 different energies aside from yours, but again, imbalance. over and over. Misaligned values. Take it how it resonates, babe. So maybe you are in the cycle of the Lovers in reverse. Misaligned values. Disconnect. Disharmony. I'm just reading the words, y'all. But not just that. I'm not just reading the words, but okay. Vigilant, guarded. Who is this Page of Coins, Page of Swords? Can I get clarity on that, please, spirits? This one. Empress, upright. But it's separate from the High Priestess. Motherhood could be Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine is in gold here, and then it's in white on the High Priestess. Are you sure these are not the same energy? So it's the High Priestess and the Six of Coins, the same energy as the Page of Coins, Page of Swords, and the Empress. Let a girl know. Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. So it's 3 energies, not 4. So it's yours, this person that is divine feminine, balanced. It's giving all upright, and then the Temperance is in reverse. Lack of perspective. And then there's yours. A balancing act, back and forth, financial adept. Did I say that word right? Don't correct me, actually. Juggle, prioritize, balancing act. This person knows how to balance their life. that's kind of what it's giving. I don't know if there was balance said anywhere else for like this line of cards. It's kind of hard to be honest, but like High Priestess, all that balancing act, fairness, grounded. Yeah, that makes sense why all of those are kind of. So it's giving this person's aligned, inner knowing. But I feel like with the High Priestess, anyone can reach this inner knowing if they trust their intuition, because everyone has intuition, right? Everyone has intuition. And then blocked, reevaluating, lack of ideas. Okay, say you have a bunch of ideas and it's hard for you to minimize it to just one. What helps me is being like, I'm gonna pick the top 3 and then I'm gonna pick between the top 3. That's kind of helped me pick and make a decision quicker, because it's hard to make a decision. But it says lack of ideas. It's not saying that you have a bunch of ideas. So maybe you're just like, bro, like, I don't know, like, none of these ideas seem good, so I just feel like I lack ideas in general. But that might not be the case. You might just have to go with your gut. I circled the High Priestess because it's just like, really trust your intuition, because anybody can reach that level of intuition, deep knowing. Like, anybody can reach that if they channel it, if they nurture it, if they believe in it, if they have faith. There, that's the word. Okay, so yeah, I don't know why this turned into a freaking love reading, but it's not all just about love. It just happened to be the second half. And then we're not gonna forget about releasing this materialism now. I feel like that is part of the reason why you might have went through a tower, because what was on your priority list was not in the correct order. It's whatever order you want. There's nothing right or wrong, good or bad, unless you put it in that category, right? So you might have lost something and you put it on a high pedestal, but then you realize, hey, it's actually on the same wavelength as me. Like, we're both human. Or, hey, that was a job and there's a bunch of other jobs that I could get. Or, hey, I'm going through a rough patch with my wife or husband, and we may or may not figure it out. With the Lovers in reverse and trust issues, someone might have cheated, or there just might be a disconnect in what your values are, like what y'all want out of the relationship and what y'all want out of life. It's giving previous energy since I put it to the left. And then since this one's all the way on the right, this person, this third party, is giving imbalanced energy and is giving a heartbreak attachment to this person. I feel as though they might try to come back in the future since they're all the way on the far right. And then also, what else is on the far right is Pinnacle of Success, but there's also unhealthy attachment. And then Four of Coins in reverse. It's Two of Cups and Four of Coins, which is Pentacles, are both in reverse. The summer solstice, that card can be flipped and it would be winter solstice, but it's not necessarily in reverse or not. It's just the card. Let go of control. Have fun. You're clinging on to something potentially, and it's unhealthy. You could have had codependent attachments in the past when it came to lovers. And you also might have an unhealthy attachment with material things. So yeah, it's giving let go of all of this to get that Pinnacle of Success. Okay. Any other cards to close this out, spirits? I really do appreciate you. I'm so glad that I have done this reading for the collective. I really think y'all got the full picture, and I don't want this video to be too long, you guys. Oh, this one kind of popped. It's 2 cards. Lack of direction. In limbo, fake happiness. 3 of Cups in reverse. And the 8 of Cups in reverse. The cups have a lot to do with emotion. It's also water. Someone else's influence. Need for alone time. It doesn't say need for alone time, but I just feel like that might be what you need to really get a sense of direction, to get a sense of what you want out of life. And only you know that. Only you can figure that out. I can't tell y'all that and it fit every single person that's watching this, right? Staying for the wrong reasons. I didn't even see that. Lack of direction. Dishonest with self and others. But upright, the 8 of Cups would be walking away and releasing. So that's probably what you need to do. And then the direction of where you need to go will probably be more clear. It also says third party on this, on the 3 of Cups in reverse. Love triangle. Yeah, baby, you gotta let some stuff go. I'm not gonna lie. Faking happiness. Bro. You gotta figure out what you want, so you can reach that pinnacle of success, because money is not all that, and being in a partnership is not all that if it's not for you, if it's not giving to you, if it's taking more than it's giving, if that makes sense. Like if it's taking more of your time than it should, for I don't know. I do know. So if you're spending so much time on this one thing and you feel imbalanced and you're not happy about it, then that needs to change. Like you gotta figure out the balance of how much time you want to spend on this for the rest of your life, You feel me? I was mainly talking about careers, but that could be in love too. Like, staying for the wrong reasons. But I've been doing this for so long. If you want to get out this loop, you got to do different things. All right. I love every single one of y'all beautiful souls. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you got some clarity, some guidance out of this reading. Yeah, I want to do these. This one fell first. But I am the Lord, your God from the land of Egypt. You know no God but me, and besides me, there is no Savior. That's for the people that believe in the Lord. And then I also want to do one more message from the divine. These are so big. We got two. These are ones that I've already had out on the last reading that I did, but growing in inner power. Today, I choose to see myself as significant. I acknowledge my truth. I acknowledge my true strength. I remain steadfast in the face of adversity. If I stumble, I pick myself up, knowing that I am filled with the power of the universe. I accept and appreciate myself in every way. I contain the most precious treasures of this world within me. Love and power, but power's in love. That's my opinion, though. It certainly ain't money, because you see how many rich people are wicked as hell? The universe shines through me. Growth. First one was inner power. Growth. Today, I understand that I am here to learn, to discover, and grow. When I nourish myself with my inner light, my inner divinity grows. Who else needs to search up that word? Just me? Oop. And I would have no shame. When I study the messages that life brings me, I am improved in the eyes of God. When I strike a balance between the material and spiritual worlds, I am freed of inner conflict. In these ways, I grow my own soul. Stay divine. Peace and love, friends. Searching within. What I see outside myself is simply a mirror of my inner self. Today, I empower myself by looking past outer conditions and searching within for the source of a difficulty in my life. My inner wisdom will always help me face life's challenges. It provides my best answers and my greatest healing. As I study myself, I am transformed. You are so pretty.